Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say Shalom. This is the brother Yeshaya from the Great Millstone Charlotte Camp. And the title of this lesson, or the topic of this lesson, is going to be on faith. Alright? So we're going to go ahead and jump right in with starting off with Proverbs 3 and 5. It says, "Trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding." Right? So just the main point here, man, trusting in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua with all your heart, man. Now let's get into that word trust real quick. The word there, well, this is H, Strong's H 982, and the word there is batak, right? Batak in the Lashon Kodash, and it says to trust in, to have confidence, be confident, to be bold, to be secure, to cause to trust, make secure, to feel safe, be careless. But the main word I want to get there is, or the definition I want to get there is confidence or confident, right? Pretty much you got to confide, because that's the word, confide in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, right? And just real quick, I want to get the etymology of this word confide. It says to place trust or have faith, right? Because you got this word is split up into has two roots in it. Con, meaning with in Latin. For y'all Spanish speaking brothers, y'all know what I'm talking about. In Spanish you say con, which means with. And then fide, going back to Latin, which means faith. You have the word fidelity, which fidelity just means faithful, right? But that root word fide, goes back to the Latin meaning faith, right? So let me see. Let's go back. Salakia. Let's go back. Proverbs 3 and 5. I'm going to read it again. It says, trust in Yahweh with all thine heart. Right? So you got to have faith upon Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. Confide in the Lord, man. On everything. Never doubting, man. Never wavering. Because there's a precept that goes into it. It's talking about prayers. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Because it pretty much mentions those that waver. Let me see if this pops up. No, that ain't it. Nothing wavering. Right here. Well, I think it's this one. Let me see. Yep, right here. James 1 and 6, it says, but let him ask in faith and full confidence in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. That's what faith means, man. Right? To confide, to trust. Right? But it says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. Yeah, so don't be doubting. If you're going to call yourself praying to the Lord, hey, you got to put your trust up, put all your whatever you're praying for, you got to put that upon Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. And put that weight upon him and trust that he will handle it. But it says, let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. Verse 7, the point right here. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. You see? So you're over here, being double-minded, wavering. Hey, don't expect to receive anything from the Lord, man, because you're in this doubtful mindset. Ultimately, you don't have full confidence in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Verse 8, it says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Hey, so you can't be unstable, man. You gotta have that strong foundation, that faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and believe that He's got your back. Because this ain't just about the prayers, just in general, having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Of course, you gotta have faith in the prayers that you put up. But even just in your everyday day-to-day lives, man, believe that, hey, the Most High got you, man. Of course, you can't be tempting the Lord, but in every single situation you come across, hey, pray to the Lord that He's got you. Again, nothing wavering. Let's see. As a matter of fact, let's just go back to Proverbs 3 and I'm gonna read 5 again. Proverbs 3 and 5, it says, trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. You see? So in all your ways acknowledge Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Like I said, in everything, man, if you're having some problems, hey, call upon the Lord. And He'll help you. He'll guide you. It says that he shall direct thy paths. Exactly, man. Exactly. Because just imagine this. Because the Lord sees us as His woman, right? So just imagine this. If you have a woman, right? She has some problems. She comes to you for help. But when she asks you for help, she's over here doubting that you have the capacity to handle the problem. Even though you tell her you got it, she's over here doubting you. How are you going to feel? Questioning you on every move, doubting you, just making you feel some type of way, making you not feel like a man. Hey, that's pretty much how the Most High sees us, how He feels about us whenever we waver. They're gonna be like, all right then, shit. You don't think I can handle it? All right, you do it on your own then. The same way, man. But from here, let's get Hebrews 11, and we're gonna start at verse 6. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Right? So you can't serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai without having faith, man. You can't please the Lord without having faith. You can do all the work, you can uh, uh, do all you can do, but uh, uh, um, if you don't have that faith to back it up, it's all going to be null and void, man. Right? You got to believe that the Most High is, not just be going through the motions, man. You got to know the reason and the purpose behind it. And just to show you some examples, let's start at verse 4. Hebrews 11 and 4, it says, by faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained a witness that he was righteous. The Most High testifieth, testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. You see? Now Abel offered this sacrifice through the faith that whatever that what he was told was the right, and that he will be accepted by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But another one, verse 5, and by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because Most High had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony, that he pleased the Most High. Again, another righteous man that was faith that put his faith upon the Lord, to the point where he got translated up, what you would call being abducted, or what the world will call, being abducted. He got taken up into the heavens by a chariot, or was commonly known as the UFO, right? But let me skip down to verse 7. It says, by faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not yet seen, it's like of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world, and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. You see, so what happened in the story of Noah? The Most High told him that it's going to rain. There's going to be a flood that's going to come. What did Noah do? He didn't laugh. He wasn't like, what? Rain? What the hell is rain? Nah, he listened and he heard and he obeyed. He built the ark. People saw him. People saw him, you know, building an ark so many miles away from the sea, probably laughing at him, mocking him, calling him crazy and whatnot, just like they're doing to us. We're out here telling people that, hey, this place, America is gonna get nuked. World War III is about to happen. The MOTB is about to be implemented. Right? Yahweh Shai is gonna come and deliver his elect. And we looked at as we're crazy. Hey, but we're coming in the same light as the prophets of old, man. Coming in around this in a similar light as Noah, right? But continuing on, in verse 8, it says, by faith Abraham, when he was called to go into a place which he would after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. By faith he sojourned into the land of promise, and as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with them of the same promise. For he looked for a city which hath foundations, whose builder and maker is the Most High. That's pretty much the point, man. This is a whole list of, just a few examples of some of our forefathers who showed great faith, unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? So from here, let's get, as a matter of fact, this is in the same chapter. It's in verse 1. It says, Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You see? So, hey, there's no nukes. We haven't seen we don't see no nukes in the sky right now. We don't see, uh, um, or at least Noah, you know, At that time, they'd never seen rain, but it was told that it was going to rain. The kingdom of heaven ain't here yet. We don't see the kingdom of heaven, but we know it's coming, right? That's that's where faith lies in, man. And hoping for something that isn't here yet, that we haven't seen, but we know that it's coming because why? Because we have faith in that. Again, faith isn't this uh what's it called? Um there ain't no gray area in faith. It's black and white. You either got it or you don't. You either 100% in or you're 100% out, right? There ain't no in between. There ain't no gray area, man. You either believe or you don't. Notice here, the brothers of Great Millstone, we believe. We believe that Yahweh Shah is going to come back. We believe that the elect are going to get delivered. We believe that they're going to receive immortality. We believe that America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, right? We believe these things, man. And that's the difference between us and 2/3. Lord willing, would be that 1/3, right? That elect number that gets delivered, right? But in the end, that's going to be the difference between the elect and 2/3, right? Those that believe and those that don't. Because there's a scripture that says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. Pretty much you didn't really believe. You lacked faith, right? So let's see. From here, let's get, because we just mentioned some of our forefathers, right? That believed, that had faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Now let's get this. This is Sirach 2 and verse 10. It says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?" And you already know the answer to that. The answer to that, man. No one was ever confounded, forsaken, or despised, whom the Most High loved, whom trusted, those that trusted and put their faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Right? Verse 11 it says, For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. See, so hey, in these times that we're coming into, faith is going to be a very key trait to enter Jacob's trouble with, because without it, man, you're going to be asked out. Of course, you got to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It says wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, right? And strength and salvation. But none of that is going to come to you if you don't believe, if you don't have faith. So again, without faith, it is impossible to please him, man. You're not going to be increased if you don't got faith. But if you do, Lord willing, the Most High increases you. blesses you and takes care of you in that time that we're coming into, man. The Lord willing, will be part of that elect number that makes it out, that sees salvation. Because, 2/3, they got their faith on the wrong thing, on carnal things. See, 2/3, they got to see it to believe it. They're in that type of spirit. I got to see it to believe it. We're telling them what's to come. A lot of them, they don't care. They lack faith. They lack that foresight. They lack vision. So, of course, ultimately, the Most High has blocked their eyes so they can't see or ears to hear. But they've pretty much been blinded, man. Right? All they know is what's in front of them. Money, right? Esau's strength. As a matter of fact, let's see, because our people, man, they love Esau. They can't. To them, it's like they can't do anything without him. Not that one. Let me see. Slovakia. Bear with me. Actually, I think it was. Isaiah 31. Isaiah 30. Yeah, right here. Isaiah 30 and verse 1, it says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit." Yeah, man, instead of our people covering, taking the covering of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, instead of them, um, putting their trust in the Lord, letting letting the Lord pretty much take care of them and handle the situation, they go to Esau, go get Section 8, go fucking to their law, judicial systems to try to get some kind of advantage in society or whatever. Try to get food stamps. But what about the Lord, man? What about the Lord? Don't you know that everything that you get is because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai ordains it? You gotta understand, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he's in control of everything. He's a narrator. The Most High Yahweh is the narrator. He's the orchestrator. He's a puppet master. He's in full control, man. He is. You can't go against it. He's the architect, man. There's nothing you can do without him sanctioning it. That scripture. How does it go? Man's goings of the Lord. How can a man know his own way? So whatever you did in your life, hey, the Most High made it, orchestrated it that way. Whatever happened to you, the Most High orchestrated it to go down that exact way. So that's why, hey, it is written, the elect are going to have dominion. The victory, Salakia, and eventually dominion. But the elect are going to have the victory over this damn devil. And 2/3, they're going to succumb to the wiles of this devil, man. They're going to be deceived. We just hope that we ain't 2/3. We're doing our best to make our calling and election sure, man. Because you don't want to end up like them, getting nuked, suffering that second death, suffering pretty much a similar fate as them wicked ass people back in the days of Noah. A destruction similar to uh, um, Sodom and Gomorrah, right? But continuing on, it says that they may add sin to sin, which is iniquity. Because over here when they deal with Esau, they're allowed quote unquote freedom. Yeah, to them they've been freed from the law of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which is why they're dying left. Our people are dying left and right, which is why they're in this dead state of mind, this destructive behavior, this destructive lifestyle that brings nothing but death, degeneracy, wickedness, iniquity. That's why the Most High ain't with us, man, or with our people as a whole. That's why the curses are cleaved upon us, man, because our people are stiff-necked. They'd rather side with the devil, at least 2/3. They'd rather side with the devil and to turn back to the Lord. Here it is, Esau's got all these laws and shit in place. And Jake will follow that to the T. But when it comes to the laws of the scriptures, the laws of the Bible, the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, it's too much, it's too heavy, it's too burdensome for him. That's why these people got to go, man. You got to go. They're holding us back. It ain't gonna be like in the time of Moses, when the Most High had to keep us in the wilderness for 40 years, wandering around and slowly the Most High had to, kill off the old generation, the wicked old generation that didn't believe, that kept on, you know, going back to the old ways. It ain't gonna happen no more. This time it's just gonna be quick elimination. Boom. A swift destruction. And the elect are gonna see the promised land again. But this time there ain't gonna be no one to hold us back. Ain't nothing gonna be able to stop us from enslaving all these nations. Right? But let's continue on in this. Isaiah 30 and verse 2, it says, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Right? Because hey, our people think they're in a good case. They think they're in a good position, that nothing's ever going to happen. America's never going to fall. This type of mindset. Since, Esau's still in power, they're still able to walk around, do whatever they do. They're still able to work, get money. They're still able to go out on the weekends. They still have this American Babylonian culture going on. They're still able to do what they want to do. They feel like what we're saying ain't going to happen. They feel strong right now. They feel like they're winning. But soon, hey, that smile, this is going to turn upside down, man. What does the scripture say? They're going to laugh now but cry later. This is exactly what they're going to do, man. This is exactly what's going to happen. They're laughing right now, but soon they're going to start crying because of all the hell they're going to be going through. Because they ain't going to find They ain't gonna have no stability in that time. All the stability, their culture, their lifestyle is gonna be gone. They're gonna be left hopeless. But it's all on their own doing because they decided to lean upon this man Esau. They decided to trust in man and to trust in the Lord. But verse 3, it goes into it right here. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Mm. Yeah, in that day, man, Jake is gonna be confused and shameful and ashamed as hell in that time. They're gonna be looking down. Best believe their countenance is gonna be the exact opposite of what it is now. This prideful, chin up type of face with a grin on his face. Now it's gonna be the head down, grim look with a frown, looking like Oscar the Grouch, right? Hey, but the elect, they're gonna be taken care of, man. Why? Because, hey, Lord willing, like I said, we always say this, man. Lord willing will be part of that number because we don't know who the elect are. We hope we are, right? But if we are, hey, we're gonna continue to have that faith and have that stability in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Have that faith that He's gonna take care of us. Ain't nothing gonna touch us. As a matter of fact, let's get this real quick, just to back that up. God damn, fill load. Okay. Let me see. Right here. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and the righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh. Hey, ain't no weapon gonna be able to touch us, man. Every tongue that's gonna speak out against us soon, try to bring a defamation against the church, the body. Hey, all those words are gonna be condemned. Because ultimately, hey, what we're doing right now is we're building up this case against these wicked ass people. We're building up a case unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Right? The Most High Yahweh is going to be the judge, and Yahweh Shai is going to be the executioner, man. He's going to come and eliminate these wicked, man. And that's what we're waiting, man. That's what we're waiting for, man. For all these proud ass faces, these proud ass fucking mouths. I said mouse, but mouths are gonna cease to exist. And finally, righteousness will reign upon the earth forever. That's what we're waiting for, man. And that's gonna happen soon. Come, So I hope this, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. But I hope that, this lesson was edifying and exhorting to brothers. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. pushing His word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Till the next time, I'm going to say Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, and Abad Babal.